Oh, jam! Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ashes of Outland set review. This is part deux. I'm Chewie. I'm here with Mike and Brian.
Hey, hey.
Hello.
That was Brian and Mike in that order. And Pinball waits through 5 bits to mess with Chewie's intro, which is a thing she likes to do. But it cost her 5 cents. Ha! So, on the last episode, or video, or whatever, we covered the Demon Hunter cards from Classic and the Initiate set that we missed. We covered the Druid cards. By the way, Overgrowth does give you an excess mana card. I have seen that in since then. Anything else? Nope, nothing else there. And we covered the Hunter cards, and I don't think we had any questions about Hunter cards. And if so, I didn't learn anything about them, so never mind. So now we're going to start with Mage. Right?
Right.
Right. So, first up is the Mage legendary spell, Evocation.
Yes.
It costs 1 mana. And it says, fill your hand with random mage spells. At the end of your turn, discard them. Huh.
Yeah, I like that. That's really exciting.
Yeah, it's kind of nifty. It feels almost very warlocky.
A little bit. It reminds us of the Solarium.
Yeah, but instead of burning cards in your deck, you're just burning random nonsense that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is one of those late game top decks that you go, ooh, yes, maybe I can, and you cast it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And because it just costs 1, it's made for stuff like that.
Exactly, yeah. You're like, oh god, I need a flame strike or a blizzard. Oh, come on. Or, oh, forget one fireball. Come on, fireball. Or like 2 frost bolts. Come on. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
It feels very legendary.
It
Yeah.
does. There's nothing to not like about it. The only bad thing is when you draw it and you've already got like 7 cards in hand and you're like, I need a good spell right now, but you haven't emptied out enough of your hand. But you need to use it right then because the stuff you have isn't going to save you. Other than that, seems sweet in a lot of different situations.
Send Brian next.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's going to be Font of Power. Mwahaha. For 1 mana, it's a rare spell. You discover a mage minion. If your deck has no minions, keep all 3. So this is very similar to the Druid spell I was talking about yesterday. Basically does the whole thing, the entire thing, except I think the Druid one is if you don't have any in your hand, if you don't have any other
Yes.
minions in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, minionless mage decks have been around since close to the beginning of the game because mages love spells. So this feels like a great tool for them. So, yeah, I'm excited to see this.
And it's like a hard left from dude based mage that we've had for the last little while.
Yeah. Kind of getting more back to where they came from, so to speak. Back to basics.
And 1 mana is, gosh, for 3 cards, that's very cheap, but you have to put no minions in your deck. So
But
there's
no
the
matter-
trade-off.
you have to
Or
put
wait
nothing
until
in your
you've
deck.
drawn them all.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's still random. So it's basically 3 random mage minions. So
Yeah. I do like the idea of, like, you're playing some sort of control mage and you're up against a control other deck and you've gone down to the wire and you go, and you've only got like 2 cards left in your deck and you go Evocation and it gives you a Font of Power and you go, ooh,
yeah, I was gonna say this would be really interesting to get off of Evocation. Or
yeah.
And obviously the minions you get off of this don't go away at end of turn. So
Yeah. Plus, yeah, earlier I highlighted the flavor text and made a face at the camera. The Font of Power flavor text is, it's Comic Sans. Yeah. So yeah, Font of Power is cool for like a late game random mage spell, or as a thing you build your deck around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Or hey, I mean, you could use it like Omega Assembly, where in the first part of the game you're just discovering something, in the last part of the game you get 3 things.
That is also true. Yeah. Let's not forget, you don't have to do the 3-for-1 mana in order for this to be okay. There have been many times when I wasn't up against a slow deck playing Control Warrior that I just went for something that would help right now with the Omega Assembly. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good comparison.
It is. Yeah. Good call.
I like
Mike.
it. Okay.
All right, Mike, what you got?
All right. The Apexis Smuggler. It's a epic minion. It costs 2. It's a 2/3. After you play a secret, discover a spell.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
I like this.
Yeah, I like the secret package in Mage with some secrets and like ancient mysteries and the Flak Mage,
hmm
the one that does 2 damage to enemy minions when you play a secret.
Yes.
So I like having this as another part of that, and it curves right into it too. A 2-mana 2/3 is already good, and you play it on turn 2, and then on turn 3 you play a secret. Hey.
Yeah, I'm a fan of anything that gives you more spells without actually having to draw them from the deck. So, yeah, I like this.
We have Astromancer Solarian. Excuse me. A 2-mana 3/2 legendary mage minion. Spell damage +1. Death Rattle shuffles Solarian Prime into your deck. And Solarian Prime is a 7-mana 7/7 demon. That says spell damage +1. Battle Cry. Cast 5 random mage spells. And then in parentheses, targets enemies if possible. That parenthetical statement is insane.
Yes, it is.
Like, have you ever cast a box and just wished that, it wouldn't fireball you or, frostbolt your...
Yeah. I actually just starfired myself in the face with a box earlier today.
Yep.
And that's the risk you take.
And burned a card. I was like, bitch.
That's the risk you take, but yeah.
Still won that game, nerds. But I think that's going to end up on YouTube, actually, before the new set comes out. So I hope you go watch it. But yeah, this is insane. That whole targets enemies that means if you have something that says deal 3 damage to a minion or whatever, like deal damage to a minion, like Arcane Blast.
Yeah.
If there are enemy minions at all that it can target, it will, as opposed to being 50-50 over whether it hits your guy or their guy.
Right.
And like a Frostbolt is, if they don't have minions, it's going to hit them in the face because if possible, it's going to target enemies. Like that's actually huge. And I think that makes it way, way better than just like half a puzzle box.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I mean, it is the prime one. It's not the one you play originally. So you got to play the other guy, get him killed, and then draw it. So it's fine that you have to jump through some hoops. It makes it a little more balanced.
Yeah, and I think because you have to jump through some hoops, that's why it's not just a half a puzzle box.
Yeah.
But the level 1 version is still good.
Sure.
Yeah.
This one doesn't do anything for me. I mean, a 2-mana 3/2 is fine, and spell damage is sometimes useful.
Look at it this way. It's going to make them kill it, which they may otherwise be like, I don't want you to get the prime, but no, they're going to have to kill it early because that spell damage will add up very quickly.
True. Oh, JD Phoenix just pointed out, when you cast the spells with Solarian Prime, they all do extra damage because the Prime itself has spell damage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Did not even
And
occurred to me.
They're all hitting the enemy when possible.
That's pretty cool.
And Mage class doesn't have any minion buff spells, right? So there's not a chance for it to backfire in that way.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
If they do, they're ones that I've literally never played ever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that
Or
would
they've
be.
been in wild for a while.
Yeah. Or both. Hey.
Even the buffs that give a minion spell damage, I think, are all priest. So,
Mhm.
So yeah, Solarian and Solarian Prime are pretty cool.
Yep. So next we have Incanter's Flow, and this is pretty cool. For 2 mana, it's a spell. Reduce the cost of spells in your deck by 1.
Yeah, this is one of those things where if you can play it as soon as possible in the proper deck, its value just goes through the roof.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like,
I mean-
what if you always had an invisible Sorcerer's Apprentice out? Huh?
Yeah. That they couldn't get rid of because, like you said, invisible. So, yeah.
But then the downside is this is like the worst thing ever to top deck. Just ever. Like when you need, you're like, oh, I need a thing. Come on, Incanter's Flow.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how it usually is for things like this. So it's not like
Yeah.
that's new information.
For pretty much everything like this.
Would it stack? Yeah.
It
Yeah,
kinda
if you
has to,
cast if you find 2 of these and cast them, then all spells in your deck get reduced by 2.
I mean, there's nothing there that says can't be reduced past
Yeah.
1. So
Also, like if you get another one off of like Magic Trick or something that was brought up in chat too. Yeah. Oh my god, you can get an evocation from Magic Trick
you can.
Mhm.
unless they have it coded to where you can't. But that would seem crappy.
Like how you
Yeah, I
can't
thought they would
get
do that.
any of the invocation or evoke cards off of other evoke cards, or
What?
the evoking Galakrond. You know the
Oh,
can't-
yeah, okay.
right
Invoke, yeah.
invoke. Did I say evoke? Invoke.
Huh.
All praise Galakrond,
Yeah.
our Lord and Savior.
You also get the Font of Power off of Magic Trick, which seems good.
Mhm.
Okay. Next.
Next would be the Star Scryer. It's a common minion, cost 2. It's 3/1. Death Rattle, draw a spell.
I really like this.
Yeah, not just a random spell, one that you put in your deck on purpose.
First time I read, I'm like, oh, it's a 3/1 draw a card. Didn't read it carefully. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And then later I was like, wait,
Yeah, I swear the first time I saw this, it said draw a card.
must have switched it on us.
But it says draw spell, which is way different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That means if you really wanted to, you could build a Dude Mage deck with only just a couple of spells. And you guaranteed to draw them. Because that's always... Whenever there's a draw something specific from your deck, you can build your deck in such a way that it always says draw thing you want.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a good idea. I'm just saying it's a thing. It's possible.
Yep. And unlike Magic, where you have to reveal that sort of information because you have to prove that that's what you got,
Yeah.
the Hearthstone engine allows you to keep that information a secret, even if it's a secret.
But I just like this because at 3/1, like they've got to kill it.
Yeah.
It's not like a Violet Spellwing where it's like, I'm a 1/1, hello, and they're like, yeah, I don't care. Like with 3/1, this trades into bigger things,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and so they're probably gonna want to use some resources of some sort to kill it, and I'm cool with that. All right, next up is the Imprisoned Observer. This was the first imprisoned thing that I saw, and I went, so it's a 3-mana 4/5 demon, but because it's imprisoned, it's dormant for 2 turns. But when it awakens, it deals 2 damage to all enemy minions. And the animation for that is really cool. Just trust me on this. It's really cool.
I look forward to seeing it.
But it's so if you play it on curve, again, it's a turn 5 consecration that misses face.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a Yeti on turn 6. Which isn't great, but either one of those isn't great by itself, but put them together, that's pretty sweet.
I mean, that's exactly what it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't remember whether we had mentioned this before. Is these undercosted? Okay. Do they just go dormant when you play them, or do they also go dormant when they get summoned by some other effect?
I thought
The
we
crazy
said,
minion.
I think they go dormant when they pop out from anything, I think.
yeah.
Anything?
It doesn't
Okay.
say battle cry goes dormant. So,
Yeah.
Okay. I know someone told us last time, and it looks like that's getting confirmed in chat right now. But I just forgot what the answer was.
Yeah. Also, look at him. He's so happy. He's like, hiya, kids. Buh. Maybe keep him away from the children. Maybe.
all right. Next, we have Netherwind Portal for 3 mana. It's a secret to everybody. After your opponent casts a spell, summon a random 4-cost minion. I feel like there's some good choices at 4 cost. So, yeah, I mean, I can dig that.
And having a secret means that they might want to drop a test spell to see if it's a counterstrike. Counterstrike.
Counterspell.
Counterstrike. What? A counterspell?
Yeah.
I don't even play Counter-Strike. But they might want to drop a test spell, and you're like, boom, 4-drop. Of course, the problem with that is then they cast their board clear.
Yeah,
They were
but
checking. But, whatever.
I just like how. So usually when you play a spell into an empty board, they're going to be like, all right, it's mirror entity. Because most of the time it is. So this is another secret you can play into an empty board or one that they're behind on, and they have to try and figure out what's the best way to not trigger it. And so maybe they'll be like, okay, I'll play this dorky, 1/1 guy, and it doesn't trigger, and they're like, huh. And then because it's a random 4-drop, neither of you know exactly what you're going to get, so it's hard to play around it. I like it.
Yeah, it's cool.
And sometimes, as Brian Kibler's video today showed, sometimes you get the 4-mana 8/8. All right, next.
All right. Next is another Apexis card for me, the Apexis Blast.
You just look like an Apexis guy.
Yeah.
You kind of do, yeah.
It's an epic spell that costs 5. Deal 5 damage. If your deck has no minions, summon a random 5-cost minion.
It's like the portal.
Yeah, that costs 7, right?
Yeah, but it didn't it do this?
Yeah.
Yes, without the deck build, without the deck thing, but yes.
Was it
Right.
5 damage?
It was 5 damage.
I thought it was 5.
It was 5 damage and get a 5-cost guy. So,
Yeah. But this
Firelands.
is because of the deck building restriction, it's 2 cheaper. Which is pretty awesome. Firelands Portal, that's the one. All right, is this the last one? I think it is.
For Mage, yeah.
Yeah. So this is Deep Freeze, an 8-mana spell that says freeze an enemy, summon 2 3/6 water elementals. So remember, water elemental is the 3/6 that says when this damages an enemy, freeze it, or damages a minion, freeze it, damages anything, freeze it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Water Elemental is a good minion. It's been
Yeah.
around forever, and it is a good minion. So,
And this is actually cheap because usually when you're doing a thing that combines cards, you add a mana
Mm-hmm.
just for the convenience factor of it being on one card instead of 2.
Right.
Mhm.
But water elemental costs 4,
Yeah.
and this freezes something which costs, I don't know, like 0.
0, yeah.
Yeah.
There is a 0 spell that does that.
Yeah. I think
mean,
that's
I know there's
why,
a 0 potion that does that.
Hmm.
Or does that cost
Yeah.
1?
I
No,
think
it costs 0.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that's why this card can cost this, but it's a little surprising it doesn't cost at least 9 to just say, hey, you're getting 2 at once and this additional effect. Like, nope, 8.
Yeah. So this
Yes.
is efficient
I mean-
for what it does, and it gives you immediate board presence and freezes a thing that was going to hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, I think 8 is probably fine because the freezing effect just doesn't. It may matter, but you're basically doing this for the elementals, and the elementals can't attack right away. So at 8, you're still wondering, like, you're not doing this when you're way behind and you're about to lose because it's not going to do anything. So
Hmm.
as long as they're not like relying on one thing to hit you, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, for 8, you usually expect a bigger kablam in terms of the effect on the board,
Right.
instead of just getting a fair mana trade. So,
But
yeah,
once
it's
you,
alright.
but once it comes back around to your turn, you're good to go. So
I mean, 8 mana, 6/12 is a pretty okay kablam.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Is
it is,
if
but
it
it's
gets
not like
around-
discover 2 6-cost minions.
if it comes around to
Yeah,
your turn
right.
again, it's great. So okay,
Yeah. So
That's
let's look
neat.
at mage. We've got the spell mage thing.
feels like we're leaning on that a little heavily this time.
But then we've also got a card for the secret package, which I think that's going to possibly make that secret package worth playing more.
Hmm.
You've got Starscryer and Evocation and the Imprisoned Observer are just solid spell cards.
Yeah,
Yeah. I like it.
I like it too. Mage has always been one of my favorite classes because I don't play on a regular basis. I think I only have like 2 golden classes, and Mage is one of them.
Paladin.
And we're gonna start with an imprisoned card. I think this is probably the cheapest imprisoned card, unless there's one that costs 0. This has got to be it. So, the imprisoned Sungill. It is in fact a Murloc, a 1-drop 2/1, dormant for 2 turns. When it awakens, summon 2 1/1 Murlocs.
Hmm.
All the Murlocs, get in here.
Oh my god, look at the art on the 1/1 Murloc to summon. They do not look happy. It's just like, what?
This guy just woke us up, and he just woke up, and he's like, "Hey, get going. You're gonna miss the bus. I mean, the enemy. So,
The enemy bus.
the enemy bus. I mean, this seems really straightforward. This feels very, like Call to Arms kind of thing, like just make a bunch of little dudes. So,
I like how it goes with the secret that when you summon 5 minions, everyone gets +1/+1.
I was just
Oh.
thinking that it works really well with that. I can't remember its name now that I'm trying to think about it.
Hmm.
so you could go do that secret on turn 1, and then or quest, right? Is it secret or a quest? It's a secret. It's a quest. It's a quest.
Yeah, it's quest.
Oh, it's a quest. Oh, yeah,
'Cause
right.
it's
Whoops.
based off of what you do.
And I
Sorry.
and I knew what Mike meant too. I just ignored what he said.
And then on
You
turn
know that
2,
secret that triggers when you play 5 minions on your opponent's turn. Yeah.
and then on turn 2, you play 2 of these guys and have them go dormant. I mean, yeah, that's kind of far fetched, but it's not way out there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still. When it comes to things like this that are cheap and bring bodies with them and whatnot, I always go, I don't know about this, and then I lose to them a lot. So
I'm not a big Murloc fan, so I don't know if this one's really for me, but,
yeah, all right, Mike.
Next.
All right. The Aldor Attendant. It's a common minion for 2 mana. It's a 2/3. Has a battle cry that says, reduce the cost of your Librams by 1 this game. So that's a preview of something we'll get into later. So I don't know what they're really is for us to say about it right now.
Let's jump to the Librams real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so the first Libram is the Libram of Wisdom. It's a 2-mana spell that says give a minion +1/+1 and Death Rattle. Add a Libram of Wisdom spell to your hand. So it's like the
It's like the hat.
in Hunter.
Yeah.
That
Except it can be cheaper.
Didn't the hat do literally this?
Literally this.
Yeah, and it costs 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is your first Libram.
Yeah.
It's a hat.
It's like, hey, you, take this book. Be sure to return it when you're done with it, or you die.
Yeah, the Libram is, so in all the art for Uther, he's holding a book. That's a Libram. It's like a paladin's book.
Oh, okay.
Right? I think that's right.
Yes, it is.
Okay, sure. The next Libram we've got is the Libram of Justice. I heard this, did very poorly at the box office, but still, for 6 mana, it is a spell. Equip a 1/4 weapon, and change the health of all enemy minions to 1. So this is both a the one cost 1/4 weapon that's been in Paladin forever, as well as a one-sided. Well, it's not equality because that would be 1/1, but a one-sided. There's a legend right now that does that.
No, equality is
It's toughness.
It's
only.
health. Yeah.
It is help. Okay, yeah. So it's a one-sided. For 6 mana, it's a one-sided equality, which equality used to cost 2, now it costs 4.
Yeah.
And a free weapon, basically. So,
And it's actually not Light's Justice. It's a different 1/4 weapon. Look at that. It's 2 Librams stuck to the end of a stick, so it's a hammer.
ha!
That's weird.
What's the flavor text of this one?
Proper Justice. Throw the book at him.
Oh boy.
So it's a little more expensive. Cause this is one where you actually are paying for 1, because you figure 4 for equality. Although again, it's one-sided, so maybe that bump that up to 5, and then 1 for the Light's Justice, and then with the attendant, and one other thing we'll get back to, it can be cheaper. So yeah okay.
But I think because this gives you, because equality doesn't do anything by itself as far as clearing enemy minions. You've got to have a wild pyromancer or minions.
Mm-hmm.
But with an empty board and your opponent plays a big ass, you can go Libram of Justice, poke it.
Yeah, basically take damage equal to its power to kill it.
Yeah.
And keep a 1/3 weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like it.
Yeah. What's the last Libram?
The last Libram is the Libram of Hope. It's an epic spell that costs 9. Restore 8 health. Summon an 8/8 Guardian with Taunt and Divine Shield.
That is hope. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is exactly what that is.
Gain 8 and then throw a big thing out there that's hard to kill to protect me. Yeah. That's hope. What's the
And
Ancient Guardian look like? Ooh.
Pretty cool.
and if you play the Librarian earlier, then it costs 1 less. So
Yeah, so those are the 3 Librams. You've got the equality and the hammer, the hat, and the big ass guardian with the health. And so the Aldor Attendant makes all of your Librams, even the fake ones that you get from the Libram of Wisdom, like the Death Rattle ones. It'll make those cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Because it says the cost of your Librams, so any Librams at all.
Yeah, it doesn't say in your deck. Yeah.
and it says this game. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We've also got, just while we're on Librams, the Aldor Truth Seeker.
Yes.
Who's... Wait, who just read one?
I did.
Mike did.
Oh, okay, so yeah, the Aldor Truth Seeker. A 5-mana 4/6 with Taunt and Battlecry reduce the cost of your Librams by 2 this game. Buh.
Yeah.
So, assuming that you manage to find and play all of those, any Librams that you play for the rest of the game will cost 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6 less. Which is a lot to ask, although this guy is at least not stupid. I guess the Attendant is a 2-mana 2/3.
Yeah. It's still decent.
Yeah, that's decent. This one actually causes a thud when it hits the battlefield.
Mhm.
Slightly harder.
Yeah.
What options do paladins have to discover spells? Is it mostly limited to that I Love Dragons neutral card?
I think so, because like they have light in the darkness, which lets them get a minion, but
And the Witch Doctor's rotating out.
Yeah, true. Pinball was just mentioned in chat. Pure Paladin. There's that minion that throws a bunch of Paladin cards in your hand.
Yeah, the Lightforged
random
Zealot.
cards.
Or
But you
not
still
the
don't-
Lightforged,
you still don't-
the other one.
you don't.
So you might get a Libram or two.
You might, but you don't pick. Whereas
Yeah.
discover. So, right. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you only find one Eldor Truthseeker, that makes all of your Librams of Wisdom free, and the Libram of Justice costs 4, and the Libram of Hope costs 7, and all of those are absolutely ridiculous
Yeah, those are very good at those costs.
at those costs. So
Yes. All
yeah.
right.
All right. So that's the Libram package.
Yes.
No idea if this will be a thing worth playing on, like, to win, to make it to Legend or whatever.
Mhm.
It's always hard to tell with that sort of thing until later when the meta settles down and a proper build is figured out. But I'm gonna guess that there's probably room for some of this in a deck that'll do well, that you'll get sick of seeing, or you'll never see these ever past like the second week.
Mhm.
I think those are the only two options.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Murlocs. I've been saying this guy's name in my head for a minute.
You missed one.
We missed one. Go back to the hand.
Went back to the end. Oh, he did miss one. Okay, so I don't have to pronounce that guy. Mike does. Ha 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 ha. So the Hand of a Duel. It's a spell for 2 mana. Give a minion +2/+2 and draw a card. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Paladin likes to pump. Here's a little bit of draw on top of it.
Yeah. I really like this. Because if it was just give a minion +2/+2, I'd be like, because then it's only got functionality in like one deck, the hyper aggressive deck.
Yeah.
But you tack draw a card onto it, and now we can just play it whenever because it says draw a card, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's Paladin, so you've got ready-made minions because you press a button and you get a minion.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want a minion? Press the button.
And would you play a 4-drop that was a 3/3 battlecry draw card?
I might.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So now to that guy.
Right. And that guy is Murgurgle.
Very good.
So Murgurgle is a legendary minion. Costs 2 for a 2/1 with Divine Shield, which is decent. The Death Rattle is shuffle Murgurgle Prime into your deck. Okay. Murgurgle Prime is an 8-mana minion. It's a 6/3 with Divine Shield and a battle cry. Summon 4 random Murlocs. Give them Divine Shield.
Whoo!
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
last part, I was like, this card is stupid. And then the last part, I went, never mind, this card is awesome. So you end up with 5 Murlocs, one of which is huge, with Divine Shield.
Yep.
I'm okay with hiccup. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I'm just not a big Murloc guy, so pretty much the only time I run them is in Battlegrounds. But I mean, I can definitely see the value here.
And like, this doesn't even have to be a Murloc thing. This is just a
No. Mhm.
this is just a free like board reload.
Yeah, this is get 5 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
So I think any kind of like control-y paladin is probably playing this because it's good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
Because goodness knows I love me some control-y Paladin. Always have. Always bums me out when... Like right now in Standard, we've got like Aggro Paladin. We've got Combo Paladin, because the one-turn kill deck is still a thing here and there. And you've got like weird mid-rangey pure Paladin thing.
Mm-hmm.
And none of those are control-y enough for my tastes.
I have found that whether we're talking about Hearthstone or Magic or anything, I have found over the years I am pretty darn set in mid-range, where I don't like if a game is over right away, but I don't have the patience to deal with control for a long, long time, so I'm pretty solidly in mid-range myself. Like, The Rock is the best deck ever, green-black in Magic. But I understand your position here. So, well, for a card that really is Murloc friendly, how about the next thing?
Oh god, the Underlight Angling Rod, which is a fishing pole. It looks like it's made out of a dead Murloc, and that's not cool. But it's a 3-mana 3/2, so it's a Fiery War Axe. It's epic. It says after your hero attacks, add a random Murloc to your hand.
Yeah.
This is totally a Murloc card. Although it does just generate value.
It does.
It's not good value. I mean, no offense to Murlocs, but Murlocs aren't a thing. You just get a random Murloc. Yay.
I mean, I'm kind of glad that they go to your hand instead of the board, because there are, first of all, some that have some battle cry effects. And second of all, on the other side of things, I think it'd be extremely unfair if it just put them directly onto the battlefield. Even though some are very cheap, I still think it would be too much value to put them directly onto the field. So,
oh yeah, it would cost way more than that if it did that.
Right. So this is costed where it, you'll probably play it because if nothing else, it's a Fiery War Axe.
That's true.
That gets you a random guy. So sure.
Plus, the flavor text is, I said I wanted the Ashbringer, not the Fishbringer.
All right, one more Paladin card, and it is Lady Leandrin. There's no N before this.
Leandrin.
It's Leandrin, yeah.
Leandrin.
She is the Paladin hero that you get if you go take a character to level 20 in World of Warcraft.
My blade burns with holy fire.
Yeah, luckily they changed. She used to say my hammer burns with holy fire while she's holding a sword.
Well, maybe it's at home burning with hot fire. You don't know.
I think she was talking about her penis, and I think she needs to go to the clinic. But they changed that because I think people said that too much. But yeah, so that time that I did that for charity, and I hate all of you. I love you for donating to charity, but I hate you for donating to charity to make me do that. But I got the Lady Leandrin hero, and it wasn't worth it. But maybe this will help. What'd she do, Brian?
So for 7, she's a 4/6. Obviously, she's legendary. Battle Cry. Add a copy of each spell you cast on friendly characters this game to your hand.
Friendly characters. I missed that one.
Yep.
Okay, so hang on. That means she gets Hand of a Doll. She gets all the Librams of Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
She gets Libram of Hope.
Yes.
She does not get Libram of Justice.
No.
Plus Blessing of Kings. Yep. All the normal
any buff spells and any
like healing spells.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Characters. I like the way we all said that at once.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to enunciate carefully, so you're welcome. Not just your hero, not just your minions, both.
And she puts them all in your hand.
Right. Which is helpful because there's another legendary minion that when it comes in, everything you cast on another minion gets cast on them. Don't remember the name of it.
I was just trying to think of that one's name, but yeah, she rotated out a while ago.
Right. Which is great for the cost because here you're paying 7 and then you start to pay for these spells, but then you can turn around and spread these spells out however you want. So if they're like, kill her, well, as long as you have anything else to enchant or heal or whatever, you're good.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that's really cool.
I like it.
Huh.
Okay, so what do we think of Paladin?
So Paladin obviously has the Libram thing.
Right.
Uh,
We've got some Murlocs that some of them don't even really necessarily care about Murlocs, but they happen to be Murlocs. So if you've got other synergies, there you go.
yeah, I don't even think that you need to be playing more. Like even the Sungill is just like stuff on the board.
It is,
Although
yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
works best in a Murloc deck that's going to take advantage of it.
Right.
Yeah, and have
But-
some synergies with all
Yeah, but even
grinding.
so, like it's still
Yeah.
a 1 mana delayed 4/3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's not too bad.
All of the Murlocs get you more Murlocs. So
That is true. Yeah.
it's more just flood the board.
And I like I said, I think that Murgur McGurgle will be played in any sort of slow Paladin deck. I think if you're playing any of the Librams or buffs of any sort, Liadrin is just a cool top end.
Yeah.
I think Libram of Justice makes me salivate because control Paladin. And yeah, the Underlight Angling Rod, even though I think that random Murlocs are generally crappy, it's still a fiery war axe that says after you attack, get a minion in your hand. Which is nuts, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Huh. That might be like the sleeper card that shows up way more than you think.
hmm
Huh.
All right. So Priest, the
Priest.
class that's now kind of like undergone a bit of a facelift.
A bit?
Okay. Has undergone a cosmetic surgery, a new, like, somebody nominated them for, what is it, Dress to Success or something like that, and they've been done made over.
Did Anduin get queer-eyed?
I think maybe he did.
That's awesome.
He was submitted for What Not to Wear. That was that show, What Not to Wear. I used to watch that. It was on TLC before TLC's went off the deep end.
Oh.
So, Mike, you're next.
Right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Are you keeping a homunculus in your basement, Mike?
I don't have a basement.
Oh, okay. Well, that answers that question to my satisfaction.
It's in his bathroom.
Well, as long as it's washing its hands.
The imprisoned homunculus is a common minion. Costs 1 for a 2/5. That's dormant for 2 turns and has taunt.
A 1 mana 2/5 with taunt in Priest. I mean, if it didn't have dormant for 2 turns, would be just crazy because I can just heal it forever.
hmm
But I don't know. I mean, I think it's probably fine, but I'm not like super impressed.
Yeah, I mean it's only good very early in the game.
Yeah.
I think it starts to drop off really fast. That's the feeling I get.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the whole, it just costs 1. I get that, but yeah. I don't know that it's my favorite of the imprisoned.
It's a great early game play, especially for a slow deck, because what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
In a couple turns, you'll have a 2/5 with taunt, so that's awesome for whatever you have planned.
Yeah, Priest is also heavy on buffs now. Well, not heavy, but more focused on buffs now.
hmm
Since freaking Divine Spirit is finally gone.
hmm
I mean,
Also, Inner Fire. When this pops out, you just poke it with an Inner Fire, and you've got a 5/5 with taunt.
Yeah.
and part of the problem with some of the buffs is you put it out there and then it dies before you can buff it, or buffet as they say. So, but this you play early, and then they can't do anything about it until it's out there. So, yeah, every now and then I have a good one. I'm pretty proud of that one myself. I
And
got
the fact that it took like a solid 2 seconds for that to register, what the hell you just said? Oh, God. Next.
You're welcome. All right, that's you.
Oh, okay. The Reliquary of Souls. It's a face in some crystal. Ew. It's a 1-mana 1/3 with lifesteal. And the death rattle, shuffle a Reliquary Prime into your deck. This Reliquary Prime sound like a thing that like the Catholic Church tried in the 80s to attract the kids. Like okay, anyway. Reliquary Prime is a 7-mana 6/8 with Taunt and Lifesteal, and it says only you can target this with spells and hero powers. Oh god, it's got Shroud. Not Shroud.
Well, it's got
Hexproof.
full Shroud, yeah.
Oh god. Plus, it's a face in some crystals that is shooting angry laser beams. Pew.
Isn't it like 3 faces? The flavor text makes me think it's 3 faces.
I don't know.
I think we only see 1 face at a time.
Oh, now I can see the noses in profile of the other two phases.
Oh yeah, on the Reliquary of Souls, yeah, they're in the back.
Mm-hmm.
These 3 represent anger, desire, and suffering, much like Raid Knight Guild Chat.
Very true, yeah. Oh my god, they're the from Transformers, the Quintessons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Guilty or innocent.
I know I'm risking my dork cred, but I don't really know a whole lot about Transformers. I had Transformers toys, and I saw a couple of the cartoons. I was more into G.I. Joe. So.
Oh, that's fine then.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean the 1-drop is fine. 1/3 with lifesteal in Priest, where you can keep it alive for a while. That's gonna be. I mean that by itself isn't bad, especially since Priest is getting more buff spells. That's fine. That's not one where you have to wait for the upgraded version. But then the Prime is just stupid. I'm gonna be cursing it so
that is
much.
That is kind of stupid. Like the Winged Guardian is already a 6/8 that can't be targeted. That makes me swear. This is a 6/8 that I can't target, but they can keep buffing and healing and stuff.
And it has taunt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have a feeling that if they get it and they play it, you're just gonna be like, all right, what? This is now pointless. So, unless you have like a global wipe, like a Wrath effect. So, which they're kind of stingy with in this game. So, I guess you might have something like the destroy a random minion kind of stuff, but still, it's gonna be hard to get around it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
All right, next.
That'd be me, I guess, and I have Renew. So refreshing. For 1 mana, spell, restore 3 health, discover a spell.
Ooh. Yeah. I don't think I've seen this card.
Straightforward, but actually pretty potent. I kind of like it. It's a 3 health for 1 mana. That's fine. It's not super exciting. And then you discover a spell, and spells in Priest are usually worth your time. And here you get to choose between 3. So, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
How much? So you already enjoy like magic trick into magic trick, especially when you've got like the quest where you're supposed to be playing spells. How much do you love Renew into Renew? Because that's 6 life.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
I thought
I really like using this to like buff up your stupid 2/5 that they chipped away at last turn.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, heal back up, buddy. Oh look, a buff spell. Yeah, okay, not bad. Nice, like solid little card that does the thing very well. Mike, what you got?
So what I got is the Dragon Moss Sentinel. It's a rare minion for 2 mana. It starts at 1/4. Has a battle cry though that says if you're holding a dragon, gain +1 attack and lifesteal.
Nice to see that they are like remembering that. Oh wait, Descent of Dragons was 5 seconds ago. So
wasn't this? No, that got taunt and +1 attack.
Yeah.
But that was a 1/4 for 2. Also,
Did it
right?
always have taunt and just got that bonus attack if you had a dragon?
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
But it's the same. I think I probably like this better than the taunt though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. Like, I know that if you play this on turn 2 as a 2/4 with lifesteal, that's pretty good. Just regardless of everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's fine.
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay.
Next.
Great.
Oh, this is me, right?
Mhm.
The
The
Veil Weaver.
The Sethek Veil Weaver. Sethek. What kind of critter are we looking at here? Is this a bird person?
Looks like a bird person.
Okay. So it's a 2-mana 2/3. It says after you cast a spell on a minion, add a priest spell to your hand. It's it's a weaker version of
Yeah.
the legendary.
Behold, a new dawn.
Glorious new suns or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. We all know what it is. We just can't name it.
I am apparently I've lost my ability to be good with card names. Yeah, illuminate that one. Yeah. But yeah, it's so whenever you buff a minion or heal a minion, it just gives you a priest spell, which, given what priest spells are these days, it's probably a buff spell or a heal spell that you can cast on a minion.
I mean, and it's not like a friendly minion. So if you
Oh my
Shadow
god,
Word
you can
Death.
Shadow Word Death something and get a
Yeah.
spell.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome! So, like, Veil Weaver, pain your dude. Oh. Veil Weaver, pain your dude on turn 4 sounds awesome.
Veil Weaver. Somebody had to do it. Maybe nobody had to do it, but I was gonna do it. So
I believe you can get me through this turn. Oh, Lord. Okay, I like this card.
yeah.
Next.
So now we've got another buff spell, the Apotheosis.
No.
Apotheosis?
apotheosis.
Oh my god.
Apotheosis.
So apotheosis is the act of something becoming a god. Is that right?
Yeah, it's becoming divine. It's the ascension into godhood.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's the opposite of deicide.
Yeah. This is what happened to the satyr dude in
Xenagos.
Xenagos. Thank you. Yeah.
Before he got deicided.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, what this actually does is for 3 mana, a spell give a minion +2/+3 and lifesteal. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's good.
Seems fine. Man, Tempo Priest was like a rarity before the rework. Now it's like they're like going, "Hey, Tempo Priest." We're like, "What?" Like, sorry. Okay, I'll play Tempo Priest. Jesus. Board control, board control, board control. Also, you can drop this on the 1/5 if you played the 1/5 on turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
Or the 2/5, excuse me. On turn 1, then as it pops out, you can make it a 4/8 with lifesteal.
It's pretty good.
I kind of like the 2/5 more the more I think about this.
Yeah. It's a very disappointing top deck, but it is sounding better in the early and mid now that we've been talking about it.
Yeah. Huh. I like this card though. I don't think it's like great, but it seems pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's
There was
Mike.
I was just gonna say there was I can't remember who wrote it. It was an old classical Latin satire, and it was a satirical story about Octavian Augustus, dying in a spirit, traveling to the afterlife and going around talking to people. And the title was, it was a play on apotheosis, but the title was Apopolycantosis, which is basically turning into to a pumpkin. Pumpkinification. It was much funnier at the time. Anyway, Dragonmaw Overseer
I believe you.
is a rare 3-mana minion. It's a 2/2. At the end of your turn, give another friendly minion +2/+2.
Oh, it's a buffed up version of the Shadow Ascendant?
Yeah, I think that one was just a 2-cost 2/2.
I think so, but it gave a friendly minion +1/+1 at the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
This is another one that would be good with the 1-drop dormant guy. Play this on turn 3 next to it and make it a 4/7.
Yeah.
He looks a lot buffer than a 2/2 though. Just look at him.
Yes.
Has he got a?
He's holding a boot. He's getting ready to throw it. It's clarified by the flavor text.
Oh, the booterang. Nothing. Boo! Nothing cures peon laziness faster. Oh, I get it. So he's throwing the boot at them so they will toughen up?
Yeah, so they'll work harder.
Okay.
I wanna hear what his animation says when he throws the buff.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if the animation is the booterang. That'd be great. All right, next. Oh, it's me. Psyche Split. A 5-mana spell that says give a minion +1/+2. Summon a copy of it. Note, this does not say friendly minion.
Nope.
So if they've got a something, you could totally buff it slightly to get a copy yourself. Not saying that that's a thing you should do, but every once in a while that will be a thing you realize you can do and it'll be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And because of how copying works in Hearthstone, your copy will also be buffed.
Now we don't have Leroy Jenkins anymore, right? So
Correct.
can't just, take a Leroy. But there are other cards with charge or rush, so.
I'm so glad Leroy got yeeted into the sun.
Yeah.
But seriously, like what for 5 mana, what do you need to be copying to be so faceless manipulator is 5 mana, copy something.
Yeah, just for a normal copy.
This is 5 mana, buff something and then copy it. Holy crap.
Yeah.
And again, as we've said with some of the copying stuff, copying a creature or a minion that will create a prime seems pretty good.
Yeah. Copying any kind of death rattle is good. Copying something that has taunt, like giving your taunt a bigger ass and summoning another taunt with a big ass.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I hear there's a minion that only you can only you can target with spells and abilities. So,
Oh my god. Hitting a Reliquary Prime with Psyche Split is not right.
No, it's the definition of being both right and wrong at the same time.
Oh, that's awful. Like it's awesome, but that's awful because I'm not gonna do it. They're gonna do it. I'm gonna swear.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna be like super sick of Reliquary Prime in like no time at all.
Let's see. I'm still trying to figure out like what, just as far as stats go. It's 5 mana 2/4 by itself. So you need to copy like a 3/1 to be. Like I'm just trying to figure out like stats per, like if you have a 1/1 and you cast Psyche Split on it, that's not good.
No, that's not worth your time.
Yeah, that's just bad. Unless it's a 1/1 with a sick death rattle. But yeah, basically anything that costs like probably 3 or more is just gravy. To hit this with, like even just like a 3/3 with Psyche Split seems fine. I'm trying to get my brain around the idea of like the board control, like a Tempo Priest, which is why the only reason I'm doing this little exercise here. It's a neat card.
Yeah,
it is.
I can't wait to for Puzzle Box to hit it and copy me something cool. and then wipe the board so I can swear.
Well, and it's gonna have to. Oh no, never mind, never mind. I was thinking of the one that has to copy where possible an opponent's. Like, so it's definitely gonna bump theirs up a little bit.
But that one does mage spells, so
Yeah,
you're
mage
safe.
spells only.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, next.
So next we have a skeletal dragon. It's not quite as good as a vampire dragon, but it's getting up there. So for 7 mana, it's a 4/9. It's epic, by the way. And it's a 4/9 dragon with taunt. At the end of your turn, add a dragon to your hand. I'm assuming that'd be random, right? Because
Yeah.
it doesn't discover, it doesn't say from your deck.
No,
So
it's just like put out dragon, and you go, oh look, a dragon.
and you're like, yeah, who doesn't love a free dragon?
Yeah, I really like this. That 9 health is big,
Yes.
and the fact that it just gives you a free dragon when you say go.
So even if
Not a free dragon, it gives you a dragon.
they have some sort of crazy thing where they can get rid of it right away, you're at least getting one little activation.
It still replaced itself.
Yeah,
Exactly. But hopefully, as a 4/9, you're actually getting more than one.
hopefully. Oh my god, I just read the flavor text. It's a Monty Python joke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, still haven't seen any Monty Python, but I'll
It's
take
not
your word.
dead. It's resting. Resting. He's bones. Anyway, moving on.
All right, here we have a legendary spell for the priest. It's the Soul Mirror. Cost 7. Summon copies of enemy minions. They attack their copies.
I really like this too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Most of the time, it'll probably be a board wipe, and that is fine. But there will be instances where all of a sudden this is just really, really good.
Yeah, like if your opponent has a prime on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Not a prime. A copy of a prime. Not a copy. The original, damn it. The thing that shuffles the prime.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going for, and then you kept changing it, and I'm like,
I'm
what?
dumb. I'm full of taco salad and I'm digesting. Shut up. But yeah, cool death rattles, especially anything that has equal or more attack than health will just die.
Mm-hmm.
Like a winged guardian will survive, but that leaves you with a winged guardian too. Let's not forget, you keep those. Anything that doesn't die when it attacks its doppelganger over there. So yeah, I really like this as a like a control card. This is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I can just see playing this against Embiggen Druid and ruining their entire life.
All right. So that does it for Priest.
Priest, we've got some dragony stuff
Mm-hmm.
and some board stuff, which is really what you want from your priests.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, yeah. Seems good. It's going to take us all a while to get used to new priest. Because it's a bit of a more significant change than you might think, just like looking at it. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like they got rid of all the face damage and buffed up all of the removal spells. Not all of them, but a bunch of them. And now we get a lot more buffs and stuff. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, you get more minions to go in there and throw elbows.
Yeah.
I feel like the Dragon Maw Overseer of all of these is going to be particularly interesting. So,
Yeah, I think I'm going to hate seeing that on turn 3. Like a lot. There will be swearing.
I can see that. Or hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, Pinball Watch just said it's the kind of priest I loved and was never good, because why do that when Combo Priest was better? Exactly. And that got old.
Yeah, especially when, like I said, every rotation there was at least one Inner Fire deck. So
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if especially if the current expansions didn't have didn't have any good priest cards. Then it was just the only playable priest deck would default to that. It was just annoying.
All right, so Rogue.
So Rogue.
Oh, was that me?
That is you.
Oh, all right. We'll start up with the Blackjack Stunner. What? It's a 1-mana 1/2 rogue card with a battle cry. If you control a secret, wait, what? Return a minion to its owner's hand. It costs 2 more. It's a targeted freezing trap for 1, which means it's a targeted freezing trap for 3. 3, yeah, because priest rogue secrets cost 2.
Yeah, when I started playing, I was like, wait, why doesn't Rogue, the class that, okay, and I don't play WoW, but why doesn't Rogue, which I always thought came across to me as really sneaky, not have any secrets? And it took several expansions before they got any secrets at all. I think it might have been the one with the underground gnomes.
Kobolds and Catacombs?
There we go. Gnomes, catacombs, whatever. And so, but we don't see them all the time, right? We don't see rogue secrets all the time. So I'm really glad to see it here.
I'm hoping, this is just pure speculation, but I'm hoping with the introduction of Demon Hunter and some of the rogue like weapon-based attacking thing going over there, I'm hoping that secrets will just become a part of rogue.
That would be great.
I think that would be cool.
To just make it part of their identity going forward. I could really get down with that.
Like, I hope that's the case anyway.
Well, your hope is my hope.
Yeah.
So, but the stunner seems pretty darn good.
Yeah, like, this is the reason to play freaking rogue secrets, regardless of what the rogue secrets are. This is nuts. This is, like, you already play sap. But this is sap with bonus. Not just the bonus of a 1/2, but a bonus of slow them down by 2 turns. The flavor text is, I'm about to ruin this 10-cost minion's whole career.
Okay, boomer. But yeah.
What?
I don't know.
I'm a Gen... No, wait. I think I'm like just after Gen X? Or no, Gen...
I'm a millennial.
I think I'm a millennial, yeah.
I am like at the oldest end of millennials. So I think you missed being a millennial by like
a year or 2?
Yeah.
So what comes after millennial? Am I Gen X? Gen Y? X. Gen Q?
You mean like
you'd be Gen Y. Gen Z
Jennifer?
comes after millennials.
I think the question is what came before millennials, not what came next.
I thought it was X, millennials, and then Z.
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Huh.
Whatever happened to Y?
I don't know these things.
Maybe
but anyway, this card. This card's awesome.
Yeah. So next card, I mean, really straightforward. The Spy Mistress for 1 mana. It's a 3/1 with stealth.
Yeah, and Rogue has a stealth like subplot going on in this set, so this is really good with that.
Isn't there a neutral that is this but more expensive? Feel like there is.
I don't know.
Oh, not in this set. I mean, like from another set. But anyway, yeah, 3/1 for 1 mana with stealth. It's essentially removal.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just that you have to wait for.
The flavor text says spies in Outland must blend into the environment. That means hot pink gear and bright green hair. It's a weird place.
I like that.
I would wear hot pink gear and no, I wouldn't do the bright green hair. No, sorry. Can we do like shocking purple? I'd be down for that. All right, Mike, what's the secret?
All right, the first of the new secrets is Ambush. It's a rare spell, costs 2. All rogue secrets so far cost 2. After your opponent plays a minion, summon a 2/3 ambusher with poisonous.
Oh,
what's the trigger for the hunter spell that gives you the hunter secret that gives you a snake?
The Cobra Trap?
Mm-hmm. When one of your minions is attacked?
One of your minions is attacked, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, your opponent playing a minion, unless you're playing against, like, Spell Mage.
In which
And
case
even
they might
then-
have spells that make them minions, but yeah.
Well, yeah, that doesn't count as playing a minion, though. Although it does have spells that put minions in their hand, which they then have to play.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, it's gonna happen. Just the question is, are they going to have a way to deal with it before you can use it or not? But that's the question with, like, all the secrets that make things. So, I think it's a nice, solid, fine secret.
Yeah.
And if they can't deal with it, hey, you've got something poisonous. Kill the big dude. Plus, again, the flavor text on this is great. Clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop, stab. I like it.
All right. So next we have the Ash Tongue Slayer for 2. It's a rare 3/2. So another 3/2 for 2. Feels like that's almost a sub theme going on here. It's not quite, but it kind of feels like it. Battle Cry, give a stealth minion +3 attack and immune this turn. So as we said, kind of going off of that theme.
Yeah, this turns that 3/1 Spy Mistress into a 6/1 destroy whatever the hell you want. Almost.
And they still have to deal with it next turn.
Yeah. Yeah, seems good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Yeah, good card is good.
Yeah.
Play it with stealth things.
What? All right.
Okay.
Next up is Bamboozle. Another secret. And it says, when one of your minions is attacked, transform it into a random one that costs 3 more. Oh my god, it's a super evolve.
Interesting.
In Rogue.
In Rogue.
I love the art on this, by the way. It's a 2-headed guy, like
that's an
Cho'Gall or
ogre,
something.
I think. A 2-headed
Yeah.
ogre.
That's hiding behind a way too small Murloc.
Oh, and it's a cardboard cutout of a Murloc.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not even a Murloc. Yeah,
Now-
3 more is a lot. Like, is that what explosive evolution does? Is it 3 more?
I don't remember. I thought it was just like 2. Like
Chet said yeah.
even explosive was 3. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was 3 more, but I wasn't entirely sure.
And so they're still attacking, but now they're attacking the new minion, right? So they're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's right.
Come on, Demon Hunter. Swing your face at it. Come on. Seems good. I
Yeah.
actually really like that.
I like it too.
Yeah.
Makes me very afraid to attack a rogue player ever or their minions.
Pretty much,
Just-
yeah.
Don't attack.
All right. Another secret. This one is Dirty Tricks. It's a common secret that costs 2. After your opponent casts a spell, draw 2 cards.
I like this one too.
Yeah, great.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
That's all there is to say about that, really.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah.
It's freaking awesome. Hey Mike, do you like drawing cards?
I do.
Oh my god.
Me too. What are the odds?
That's weird. And yeah, chat pointed out the flavor text on this one is good too. Ah, sand in my eyes. Also, I'm being stabbed. One of these things bothers me more than the other. Where's my contact? All right, so wait, does that mean it's my turn again?
That does mean it's your turn again.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, so this is Shadow Jeweler Hanar. Shadow Jeweler, all right. And it's a 1/5 legendary for 2. It says, after you play a secret, discover a secret from a different class.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool.
So I'm assuming then that means not just from a. Does that mean a different class, like not rogue, or
It means not rogue.
okay? So I play a rogue secret while this is out. I get a paladin secret. I then play the paladin secret because they only cost 1. Can I get another paladin secret, or does it mean another one from a different class from what I just played?
I think it's gonna show you, if this works like some of the other stuff, it's gonna show you like a hunter, a paladin, and a mage secret.
Uh-huh.
I
The
think.
stuff for rogue that says a different class, it means not you.
That's
Yeah.
Like
kind of
if
that's what I thought. But I
because if
want
something if you get something that makes your hero turn into a different class,
Mhm.
it'll start making the comparison to that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you copy like a Galacrond
Yeah.
and play it, and then play Tess, then Tess will replay all of your rogue spells if you're like the warrior Galacrond.
hmm At
Well,
just 2 mana, if you wait, you can have a really nutty turn with this guy.
yeah, you can. I really like the art too, where he's holding up the little secret in a Hearthstone. You know, the little secret jewel. He's just holding
hmm
those up. That's what
Yeah.
makes me think that they're gonna show you a hunter, a paladin, and a mage secret, one of each.
Yeah. The art seems to suggest that, but I guess we'll just have to find out.
Yeah, there are other cards here lately that have done that sort of thing. So, like the one in Warrior that says discover a
Oh
lackey, a
yeah.
mech, or a dragon.
Yeah, the Boom Squad. What's it called?
I
Is
think
it
that's
called
called the Boom Squad. Yeah,
Okay.
and it shows you one of each, and you pick one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, chat pointed out the flavor text. What is a shadow jeweler? A miserable little pile of secrets. And then have at you. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I really like this card.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's neat. All right, moving on.
All right. So now we have a comma, not like the punctuation, like a comma, but this is a comma.
Not like a Kuma from Street Fighter.
No. So for 3, this is a 3/4 with stealth. It's kind of interesting. Death Rattle, shuffle a comma prime into your deck. What does a comma prime do? It is a 6 mana, 6/5 that is permanently stealthed.
What?
That's cool.
You know, and I feel like this would honestly be more of a cool reveal if we hadn't seen the only you can target this guy just a second ago, because that's similar to what this is. But because there are things that play off of stealthed, you at least do have some interaction.
But that means your opponent also can't attack it with minions
That's true. That is a very good
Yeah,
distinction.
like
Whereas
they have to
or their
AoE
face.
it
Yeah.
they have to attack the other guy because it has
or
taunt. But
throw a
this they
taunt in the
can't.
way.
Right.
That's pretty much it, though, right? AoE or a taunt.
Or put a taunt
Yeah.
in front. Yeah.
Huh. And then if they have a taunt in the way, you just hit it with the Ash Tongue Slayer. So it's immune and busts through the taunt and then hits them in the face next turn. Permanently stealth also means you can't, like... Wait, no, you can't do that, can you? Oh, yeah, because it says... This says give a stealth minion. Because you can't target your stealth stuff, can you?
I thought you could. Your own stuff.
You can.
Are you sure? You guys also do
I
know
am
how Zephyrs
100%
work, though.
I am 100% positive you can target your stealth stuff. I promise you.
Okay. I don't play with stealth things, really, so... Other than the occasional thing from Rusticon's Rumble with the...
Yeah. I mean, I've been on the receiving end of way too many buffed tigers.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Nice to know we're not.
Early, yeah, a couple people in chat agree. Okay, word.
Okay. All right. So that was a comma. Next.
All right. The Greyheart Sage
Whew.
is an epic minion that costs 3. It's a 3/3. The battle cry says, if you control a stealthed minion, draw 2 cards.
Whew. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a stealth minion.
Yes.
Like, if you don't, that's kind of awful. But if you do, that's really good.
Mhm.
I don't think there's anything else to say about that.
No.
Just,
No.
good lord. Like, so the stealth package is Greyheart Sage, Ash Tongue Slayer, probably Spy Mistress, because that's the best you're going to get as far as efficiency. And a comma, probably?
Probably.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. All right, last one is, wait. Huh. Okay, it's the Cursed Vagrant. It's a 7 mana 7/5 with Death Rattle. Summon a Cursed Shadow, which is a 7/5 with Stealth. Isn't there already a 7/5 with Stealth that nobody plays?
Yeah, it's a rare from the classic set.
Does that cost 7?
It costs 7.
What the hell?
It's a neutral card.
And this is a 7 mana 7/5 that summons
A 7.
essentially that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like they're like, yeah, we know nobody likes that card, but here you can kind of get it for free.
Huh. This feels like it would be brutal in Arena.
Yeah. Something this big to start with, dying into something that big to end with is a lot of stats.
That they can't easily just like pick off that turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's This is brutal in Arena, dude. I don't know if this is like enough to see play in Standard, but good lord, in Arena, I bet this is nasty.
Yeah. It's way too much value, basically.
Yeah, it's a miserable pile of stats. All right. So Rogue has the secret thing, the stealth thing. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
I kinda
Rogue
like
has
it.
so many other things going on already that it's fine.
So look at this. Look at the mana curve here. The second to last card, when you
Costs
sort
3.
this, is
Yeah.
cost 3. Yeah. And then you got 1/7 that may or may not see any play. So really low curve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are these secrets again? When they play a minion, when one of your minions is attacked, when they cast a spell. These are all really easy to get to pop, too.
And they're all very different from each other. So
Yeah.
the enemy is going to have to be like, okay, try this one. No. Okay, try this. No. Oh, good Lord. It's got to be that one, doesn't it? I don't like
they're
that
like,
one.
okay, coin? Okay, fine. Minion? Oh, God, it's Bamboozle. Like, great.
And I throw down like a 4-cost taunt, and you're like, I don't want you to have a 7-drop.
So Rogue gets 2 very clear, very easily delineated packages that, honestly, I kind of dig both of them. Especially the secrets, though. The secrets are cool.
Yeah. Always been a fan of Rogue Secrets. Love it. Bamboozle's just ridiculous. I like evolve effects just in general because I like RNG.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you can do some of that with Hearthstone in a game that you couldn't really do effectively with Magic, I just love it. I realize that some people can exploit evolve, but I like it as a mechanic.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see a little more of that in a minute.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's wrap up this second half of, or second part of the set review with Shaman.
Shaman. So our first Shaman one is a Bog Strock Clacker.
Notice that the curve here starts at 3.
Starts at 3, yeah. So 3 mana, 3/3 with and it's rare. Battle Cry. Transform adjacent minions into random minions that cost 1 more.
Looks like something the Simic Combine would have created too.
Yeah. It has just enough crab though, so I don't know that it really needs more crab. So
It needs more shark.
that's always need more shark. Yeah.
Oh my god, the flavor text is this clacker's crackers for hacking slackers into whack attackers. That's actually pretty funny. But okay, so what do you is this worth dropping on 3 next to your totem that you played on 2? I think it is.
Probably.
Because then you get a 3/3 and what, a 2-drop?
Mm-hmm.
I think totems are 1-drops, right?
They are.
Yeah. But of course, later in the game, it's like, okay, hit this into that, bounce this off of that, drop this in between them. Holy crap. Like every evolve effect,
Yeah. Mike.
All right. Lady Vaj
Ooh.
is a legendary minion, cost 3 for a 4/3 with spell damage +1 and a death rattle. Shuffle Vaj Prime into your deck. All right. Vaj Prime is a 7 mana 5/4 with spell damage +1. Battlecry is draw 3 spells, reduce their cost by 3.
Whew.
Yeah.
So, reminiscent of the Mage Prime, except instead of just random spells, you're getting things that you put into your deck on purpose.
Right.
Except the Mage Prime casts random spells. This just draws your spells.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
It,
you
it's
to
doing
cast.
the Skull of Gul'dan thing, where you draw 3 spells and reduce their cost by 3. Instead of draw 3 cards, it's 3 spells. But with the spell damage, this is cool.
Yeah.
Like, this allows you to cheat stuff real hard too.
Yeah. And I'm certain that's why you're getting like the least stats for your mana of the ones that we've seen.
Yeah.
Probably because cheating mana is by far the most horrendous thing you can do in Hearthstone, as we've seen time and time and time and time and time again. So yeah. Next is the Marsh Spawn. It's a 3 mana 3/4 elemental. Okay, that's fine. If you cast a Battlecry, if you cast a spell last turn, discover a spell. You remember all of the if you played an elemental last turn things?
Yep.
There's some of that going on in Shaman, but with spells. So you have to do some planning ahead, but there are plenty of Shaman spells that you can just cast, like Farsight. When is it wrong to cast Farsight? When your opponent's about to kill you, and there's nothing in your deck that can save you. Maybe don't cast the Farsight. But other than that, like, you could always just cast the Farsight, knowing that you're gonna Marsh Spawn next turn unless something awful happens.
Yeah. Is Rasticon's Rumble rotating?
Yes.
Like with Kragwa and Spirit of the Frog and all that? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Right? Because it's Descent and Saviors and the one before that that's staying.
Yeah.
Right.
What is the one? It's fallen off completely. In my brain, it's like, the League of Evil. That's not the name of the set. Well, that one.
We got an answer in the chat. Rise of Shadows.
Rise of Shadows. There we go. Yeah, I was like, it's the Eye. Thank goodness, because probably with Krugwa, this would be a little silly. In Standard, or with the Frog Totem. Oh God.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Frog Spirit. Yeah.
I forgot who read that.
That would be that's me. That's the Serpent Shrine Portal. For 3 mana, it's a spell, deal 3 damage, summon a random 3-cost minion, and you're like, wait, what?
Oh, it's a new portal.
The same. But it has overload of 1, which is often a drawback, but can also enable some stuff.
Dude, it's a new portal.
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
I mean, we saw a portal back in Mage, so...
We did?
Yeah, the Netherwind portal. It's a secret.
Oh, yeah, right.
I just was like, yeah, yes, I know. It's another portal. It's cool. It's all cool. But yeah, I mean, I like portals, don't get me wrong. And again, 3 damage for 3 mana and summon a random 3-cost mini, not 2, not 1. That's what those numbers mean, is it's actually, 3. And with the low cost of an overload crystal. That's it. I like this a lot. A lot.
Flanking Strike was 4 mana, which this is sort of 4 mana, because 3 mana and 1 overload.
Yeah.
And that dealt 3 damage to a minion and summoned the 3/3. And Flanking Strike was everywhere.
That's a good comparison, I think.
Yeah.
And this is 1 cheaper, can go face if you need it to, and get you just a 3-drop instead of a 3/3, which is probably roughly the same.
Hmm.
Possibly slightly better than a 3/3. Huh. Yeah,
If it
yeah, I
had a
like
battle
this.
cry, possibly slightly worse.
So it's going to be, on average, probably about the same as a 3/3.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Next up, we have Totemic Reflection.
It's a common spell. Cost 3. Give a minion +2/+2. If it's a totem, summon a copy of it.
Thank goodness we don't have any 7/7 totems around anymore.
Did we ever?
The 7/7 for what, 3?
You're thinking of the faceless.
Is that not a? It's not a totem.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
not,
not a
the
totem.
4 mana 7/7. Yeah, that's not a totem.
There was
Okay.
a 2 mana 3/4 that was pretty sweet.
I
Yeah,
remember
that's
that.
probably
One.
the one you're thinking of.
That's what I was thinking of, and I thought the 7/7 was as well. Thank
No.
goodness that wasn't a totem. Okay.
What totems even are there these days besides the 4 basic ones? There's still Mana Tide.
Yeah, Manatide totem. There's that neutral snake totem.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the serpent something.
And
Yeah.
there's the Murloc totem.
Oh yeah, the Murloc making totem.
Is that going away?
Oh,
I get the feeling it is.
there's the one that gets you a lackey. Ooh.
Oh my god, the
There's
Lackey
the
Totem.
Lackey totem.
The
Ah!
lackey totem. Yeah. Lackey totem is stupid. So let's make it better.
But I mean, even if you just drop this, like, worst case scenario, like, you're actually, all of the basic totems are fine. Like the 1/1, you get 2 3/3s. That's fine.
Yeah, any of the basic totems suddenly having 2 that are +2/+2
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
I think this is actually just good regardless, as long as you're hero powering. You don't have to have any of the fancy totems, although Lackey Totem does feel pretty good
Hmm.
to get a second one. Hoo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah. Respect the lackeys.
Next up, we have Vivid Spores. Oh, it's more of these guys. They must be things that live in Outland, and never being a Warcraft player, I don't know what they are, but
Yeah, probably.
it's a 4 mana spell that says give your minions Death Rattle, resummon this minion. Ancestral Spirit?
Yes.
think that's
2
the
mana
one.
spell that says give this minion Death
Mhm.
Rattle, resummon this minion.
Yeah.
Right. So this is everybody.
And it's kind of like a Souls of the Forest, except instead of 2/2s, you get this again.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Huh.
Pretty cool. I gotta
Is there-
say I like it.
Is there any kind of, like, go wide shaman? Because if so, you
I don't know.
should
There has been in the past.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there will be now. Because if so, you should play this. And if not, not so much. This is going to be cool to get off of a puzzle box, though.
Yeah, it is.
Like, puzzle box hits your minions with this, and then it wipes the board. And you're like, ha 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 ha. And then it wipes the board again because puzzle box is a dick. But, yeah, I don't know. Seems okay. Like, in a vacuum, it's good, but I don't know if there's a deck for it just now. But remember, this is the first set in a full, 2-year cycle in, or 2-year lifetime in Standard. So,
Yeah.
if it's not good now, it might be good later.
Yeah. Just wait.
Yeah, next.
All right.
Next.
Next one is in. Oh wait.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, go,
You
Brian.
okay? Yeah, I know. Mike started to talk. So
Yeah, that was
I'm,
a mistake.
I'm already a fan of like interrupting him, but then he was gonna take my evolve knuckles, and we're not having that. So that's not gonna be a thing. So for 5 mana, we have the Bog Spine Knuckles, and I mentioned that I liked evolve, and here we go. It's a weapon. It's epic. Yeah, it is. And it's a 4/2 weapon. So 4 power, 2 durability. After your hero attacks, transform your minions into random ones that cost 1 more. So it's an evolve that you will hopefully get to trigger twice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty neat.
I like it.
Swing with all your stuff, and then swing with the knuckles and watch them dudes get bigger. Hopefully get bigger.
Hopefully get bigger.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
They get more expensive regardless of whether or not they're bigger. How about that?
that's pretty cool.
And you're making progress while you're doing it. Even if your stuff unfortunately gets, neutered in the process, you're still dealing 4. So
the next one is the Shattered Rumbler. This is an epic minion that costs 5 for a 4/6 with a battle cry. If you cast a spell last turn, deal 2 damage to all minions.
To which minions?
All minions.
Yeah.
are you
Another
a
of
minion?
those.
Yes,
Did you cast a
take
spell
some
last turn?
Yes, I did.
Ah, okay. It's another one of those. And I mean, 5 mana 4/6 is fine stats. It's not great, but it's fine. Wait, it says all minions. I think it's supposed to say all other minions. I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere that they're gonna fix that.
Oh, it isn't worded right.
I think I heard that somewhere on
That makes sense.
Twitter or something.
Because clearly that's what it's supposed to do.
I think so. Yeah.
You don't think it's supposed to damage itself?
I doubt
I
it.
don't think so. I can't remember. I don't remember who said that. It might have been. I think it was one of the streamers that was at the early release thing or something.
I don't know why they would even make it do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's no reason for Shaman to want to do that. Warrior, fine. Shaman,
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that it's gonna say all other minions. But it's like the last half of an earthquake when you play it. I don't know. I think it's all right. It's a good control shaman card. And then we have Torrent. What? A 5 mana spell that says deal 8 damage to a minion. Costs 3 less if you cast a spell last turn. Holy crap. That's a whole lot of damage for not a whole lot of mana.
yeah.
Yes, it is.
You could kill Alexstrasza for 2 mana. Seriously?
Don't you be disrespecting the Dragon Queen, yo.
No, we're not disrespecting her. We're murdering her with water, apparently.
Oh, well, that's different then.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, even if you don't get the cost reduction... Okay, if you don't get the cost reduction, it's not great. But it's still only 5 mana to kill an Alexstrasza.
If you don't get the cost reduction, wasn't there a mage spell from way back in the day that did this?
Flame Lance?
yeah, like 5 damage to a minion. Yeah.
No, it was 8 damage to a minion for 5 mana, I think, right?
Yeah.
I think
I said the wrong thing. So
Yeah.
I do that sometimes. I don't know if you've noticed.
We all do, yeah. So yeah, and Flame Lance was fine. So yeah. Okay, this is cool. Alright. Is this the last one? This is the last one.
Last one. So this is the lurker below. It that lurks below the thing, I guess. So for 6 mana, it is a legendary minion. It is a 6/3 with battle cry. Deal 3 damage to an enemy minion. If it dies, it doesn't say random enemy minion. So
No, you're targeting.
you're targeting it. If it dies, repeat on one of its neighbors. Am I correct that if that neighbor dies,
Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
you
It sounds
be
like it
my
should.
neighbor?
It sounds like it should work like the guy with the guns, Warlock Legendary.
Yeah, I can see him.
Godfrey, yeah.
Godfrey, yes. It's written that way.
Okay.
Which means positioning is going to be important if this card becomes a thing and you're playing against Shaman. Like, you're going to want to put your big dude in the middle so that they can start at one and go pia pia pia, and then it stops. So, one of my favorite elementals in Shaman is the one that's a 6/5 that deals 3 damage.
Mhm.
Doesn't that cost 6?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think I really like this card.
It seems like a good card to like.
it's good.
So
Like it's an anti-weenie
Mhm.
smasher.
I'm sorry. Did we just get audio of you saying that it's an anti-weenie smasher?
Yeah, I think it's a
Awesome.
weenie smasher or it's an anti-weenie card. But
Yes.
it came out an anti-weenie smasher. For the record, I am an anti-weenie smasher.
Now available at your local store, the anti-weenie smasher.
Oh yeah, and, Pinball Witch said it's a 6-mana 6/3 that kills things, and then you swing with your knuckles and evolve it. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or explosive evolution it and make it a 9-drop. Yeah, hell yeah. Because the battle cry is literally the only thing that matters here. Good lord. Shutterwalk's leaving.
Oh,
That's probably for the best.
Right, that was in Witchwood, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, I loved me some Shutterwalk. I really did, but
Yeah, once it wasn't broken anymore, I enjoyed what it did, but
Hmm.
I'm kind of glad that it's leaving finally.
yeah. Could you imagine Shutterwalk and the Lurker Below being legal at the same time?
I mean, I can, and it does not make me happy.
And even though Shutterwalk chooses things randomly, the Lurker Below specifies its battle cry is into an enemy minion. So,
Yeah, so it's not like you're accidentally going to wipe your own board if you Shutterwalk it.
Right.
Yeah.
so we're stopping here.
Yeah, for this
Yes.
recording. So what does Shaman do? Shaman's got spell stuff.
Hmm.
Still has some evolve type stuff.
It's got evolve stuff, and it's got some go wide stuff that I don't know if that's relevant yet. But if it's not, it will be. I can almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
Like in the future when new sets come out with smaller. Because look at this. Like I said, it starts at 3. There's no like little shaman minions or spells.
No. That's what other sets in neutral are for.
Oh, but wait a minute. You've still got lackeys,
Yeah.
Yep.
Lackeys.
which by their nature are a go wide type of thing.
That's true.
Huh.
And I think, while as much as I love evolve, the spell stuff, as you put it, with Lady Vasige and the Serpent Shrine Portal, I'll reiterate, is still ridiculous. So,
Yeah, I really like the Serpent Shrine Portal. I think that's just one of those goes in every deck spells.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's solid as hell.
I love the fact that it's a common. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And hey, with this set going forward, you won't get 1 million copies of commons until you've already got a copy of every, or 2 copies of every common in the set. So,
Very true. I think this is cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
Shaman is a class that I have a love-hate relationship with, where most of the time I hate it because I'm just like, don't get it. But every now and then a deck comes around and it clicks with me. So I'm like, yeah. And plus, since it got the evolve mechanic, I've liked it a lot more. Early Shaman, I was like, ugh. So,
And also, Standard has a love-hate relationship with Shaman, too. Because, like... Actually, no, it's got a hate or forget relationship with Shaman. Because Shaman is either the class to beat in Standard, or it's like, Shama what? I remember the tales of a Shaman class years ago. Like it doesn't seem to have a middle ground.
yeah.
Where there's like a tier 2 Shaman deck. It's either like, damn it, it's a freaking Shaman again, or it's like, I remember Shaman.
Oh, look, a Shaman. You remember
Yeah, when
Shaman?
you find one on the ladder, you're like,
It's like-
what is this idiot doing? So hopefully, none of these cards seem like they're, ridiculous or awful. They all seem pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So hopefully there will be like a couple of shaman decks that are just there and part of the meta instead of being all or nothing.
So,
Yeah, so
Okay.
with that is part 2 of the Ashes of Outland set review. Next up, we've got Warlock, Warrior, and all the neutrals. And that will be the end for part 3. So,
and I think some of the neutrals won't take quite as long, so it might be a little bit of a faster episode. Just a little bit.
probably, yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. I can make anything longer. Especially if we go over, like, so what's the set in general? So,
yeah.
yeah.
So, with that, we'll be done. So thank you all so very much for joining us, and go play some Hearthstone.